that up. Turn that down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are live already week 7 for the NFL picks. Good Tuesday, gentlemen.
What's up, everybody? Ready for a new week?
Oh yeah, and what a start to the new week for the NFL.
Unless you're on that moon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What not? Me and Josh are.
I'm up there. I deserve to be up there. My team is trash.
But it was a crazy week 6. All the favorites won. Road teams were incredible in week 6. And then we had some major trades go down right before week 7. Devontae Adams to the New York Jets, pairing up with his old buddy Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Cam Akers to the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
And Amari Cooper to the Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
Do you guys like these trades?
Love them. I think everybody in the world figured Devontae Adams was going to the Jets, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was just the writing was on the wall whenever he wanted to go. But either way, it was still a great move. Like, after they lost in a good battle from Buffalo, they felt like probably, hey, we're right there. That division is right there for them. They made that move, and then Bills are like, hold on. We got to make a move, too. And, yeah.
I like the moves as well. Devontae Adams pairing up with Garrett Wilson. Those offensive weapons. This offense should really start to get rolling here soon. And Amari Cooper going to the Bills. I love that for them. It's not like they really needed him, but this is going to elevate that offense because Amari Cooper's still one of the best wide receivers in the league.
Yeah.
And Minnesota Vikings getting Cam Akers.
Good
that was a good move because of Aaron Jones' situation.
Makes me a little nervous about Aaron Jones now, even more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great move. And yeah, like you said, did the Bills really need Amari Cooper? But no, because they've been winning. They were what, 4-2?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're 4-2.
If you go really look at all these games, it's just been. I feel like Josh Allen has been they've been running the ball a lot, and I think it's because they not sure if they could trust the receivers.
Yeah.
I think Shakur was the only one that consistently would get looks. Everybody else, it was just here and there, and you could sense that they probably needed some more help there. So,
well, come on in.
I think I like Cooper to the Bills more than I like Adams to the Jets. I think Cooper's going to absolutely elevate Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen's going to elevate Cooper. I think I like that move the most.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
What's up, Nick? What's up, Yusuf, Arturo, Cole, Mason, Mike, Tristan? Welcome on in, everybody. Hit that like button, man. It's going to be hopefully another fun week of football.
Yes, sir. And then we have a highlighted comment from Jacob Frederick. Remember, for 35 months. Park the Cult of Fury says, yo, Josh, Sean, Rocha, what a day for trades in the NFL. Seems like I'm going to Browns-Bengals Sunday to see Chubb make his 2024 season debut.
Nice.
Interesting game to go to, man. Have fun with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have fun, Jacob. And yeah, that's another person not really trade, but Nick Chubb expected to make his debut back, so that's great. Anthony Richardson, they said he's going to be playing. So a lot of people coming back from possible injuries. Possibly Cooper Kupp. So some players coming back.
Well, we see some more trades. I think we should. I think the Dallas Cowboys should trade for a running back. Yes. I would throw out Travis Etienne out there.
Etienne.
Also, I think the Raiders should trade Max Crosby.
100%. 100%. And another Jets probably will make another move in the sense of trading Hassan Reddick because they did give him permission to seek a trade.
Yeah. Saw that.
So that's probably gonna be another. What if that happens on a Tuesday also? Mm-hmm. Apparently Tuesdays are the days Jets make moves. So
we have another highlighted comment.
Kobe for 1 month says Patriots the upset of the week. Okay.
Patriots upset of the week. Well, we're gonna get into that here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the support, dude.
Thank you.
About 200 people in the house. Welcome on in for this live pick'em show. Gearing up for week 7. Smack that thumbs up. Let's get to over 100 likes. But we got to shout out our top 10 performers from last week, from week 6. All across the board. It was a great week in Pick'em. 4 NFL picks. A lot of people went perfect. And we're going to shout out our top 10 performers right now.
God, man, what a week.
Rocho?
In fact, everybody in this list, guys, is perfect, so I'm not going to say how many picks they got right. Starting off with Crazy Dog. He starts us off at number 1, baby. Let's go. Strugglers, number 2. Bob the Builder, 5292 is number 3. Raider Nation, 7521 is number 4. Andrew Spencer, a good subscriber of ours, is number 5. IG Pop, number 6. T. Persetti, 49ers. Let's go. Number 7. Noah Kirk, 47. Number 8. Jack Diablo's number 9. And Marvy G rounds out our top 10.
I think I saw that it was 29 people who got perfect from last
That's
week.
crazy.
Now, if you're wondering why are these specific people in the top 10, remember, you're supposed to make a prediction score at the end of your picks. So these guys are top dogs.
Yep.
Good job to everybody in this top 10 and everybody who picked perfect.
Good job, guys.
Now, let's look at our top 10 overall on the season now. Where does that bring us?
Finky, 278's number 1. Let's go, Finky.
Thank you.
Number 2 is Nicholas, 3457. Number 3 is Raider Nation, 7521. Number 4 is Marvy G. Number 5 is Pursuit, LOL. Number 6 is Austin, HTTR. Number 7 is Craven Raven. Number 8 is Arturo. Let's go. Number 9 is Broke Your Ankles. And rounding out our top 10, it's Free Food for Fats.
Congratulations to our top 10 overall on the season. They're in the 60s. Let's see if we can catch up to them. Let's see if you can catch up to them. Now, only 2 teams are on the bye week going into week 7. That is my Chicago Bears and Sean's Dallas Cowboys. 2 weeks to prepare for us, for the Commanders, and you for the 49ers.
Yes, for this guy's team over there. 2 weeks on the moon watching party, guys. 2 weeks.
All right, so smack that thumbs up if you're just walking in through the door, and let's get ready for that picks.
Go.
And we're going to start off on Thursday Night Football. We got the Saints hosting the Denver Broncos. Broncos come in at 2.5 favorites, over under 37.5.
And no Patrick Surtain, most likely. He's in concussion protocols. On the other side, obviously, no Derek Carr. And both Chris Olave and Shaheed have not practiced yesterday or today. I don't think either one's going to play for the Saints.
Yeah, because Chris Olave was also in concussion, right?
Yes,
so,
correct.
Yeah, with a short week, it's going to be tough. Oof.
So this is Bo Nix's first look at primetime, huh?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It'll give us a good chance for this game just to kind of take a look at the rookies, right? Rattler and Bo Nix.
Rattler and Bo Nix.
And Bo Nix.
So it's going to be a rookie battle, and you never know what might happen in these kind of games.
So what you thinking, Roche?
I'm going to rock with the Broncos and their defense this one. Spencer Rattler did not look too bad. He looked all right against the Bucs. They put up a lot of points against the Saints, but they're going against a really good defense, even without Patrick Surtain. I think in a low-scoring game, I'm taking the under in this game. Broncos defense wins this for them.
I'm going to take the Broncos as well.
Yeah, give me Broncos as well. Yeah, and it's Sean Payton coming back to New Orleans, man. So I imagine there's going to be a lot of love there because he did win them a Super Bowl. But he still wants to probably get a win against his old team. So yeah, give him Broncos.
We will be live streaming this game here in a couple days, so come tune in, hang out, and let's see what Bo Nix and Rattler look like on primetime.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Where we head to next?
Across the pond, Jacksonville stays in London, coming off that loss to Josh's Bears. It's a matchup of 1-5. Patriots come in this game. The Jacksonville Jaguars are favored by 5.5 with an over/under of 42.5.
Now, when it comes to this game, Patriots, the defense, Drake May looked pretty good last week in the second half of that game.
Yes.
Jacksonville, they're nothing to get excited about. But I think it is a bit of advantage them staying for multiple weeks in England, and also like I feel like they're desperate. Like this is a very talented team who's only got one win, and Doug Peterson, he might get fired if he loses this game.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm taking the Jags. I don't feel good about it, but I'll take the Jags.
Yeah, honestly, I'm a little shocked that they're that much of point favorites.
I know. I would not take the Jacksonville Jaguars with the 5.5. I'll take New England against the spread.
Yeah. I'm going Jags as well, mainly the same reason you said, Josh. Them staying out there over in London, right, it gives them that advantage. They're not going to have jet lag. They're not going to have any of that. They're fully acclimated. Patriots, they could easily win this game. The defense should dominate, but I think the Jags are going to get back to getting Brian Thomas the ball. We've seen the Patriots secondary give up some big plays. Brian Thomas is a big play almost every single time he touches the ball. So that's why I'm going to go Jags. Brian Thomas, please, I need you for fantasy too.
Roach?
All right, both starting running backs coming into this game are going to be questionable. I'm rocking with the opposite. Give me the New England Patriots. Drake May did look good against a really good Houston team. This secondary, this defense of Jacksonville is booty cheeks, man. It's more ass than I have back here. And I think Drake May takes advantage of that. They're going to win. Patriots defense holds off Jacksonville. I'm going to take the under. I don't think there'll be much score in this game. Give me the Patriots on the upset.
And what name looked pretty damn good with Drake May last week? Demario Douglas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Demario Douglas, yeah.
That's right.
I like that dude.
But I will say this: if the Patriots do win, I wouldn't be shocked if Doug is fired before they even leave London.
Well, 1-6, and you had a 2-week advantage being in England.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he should be fired if they lose this game.
Yep.
But I will take the Patriots against the 5.5 point against the spread, and I'll take the under of 42.5.
Same. Definitely should be under.
All right, back to the States.
Hotlanta. 2-game winning streak for them against Seattle, who are on a 3-game losing streak coming off that Thursday Night Football loss to my San Francisco 49ers. Atlanta, 3-point favorites in this one. Over-under sitting at 51.5. And Seattle got another injury to their secondary. Artie Burns, who replaced a lot of their secondary, he's now on IR. So another injury for Seattle.
Yeah, the Seahawks, they've lost 3 in a row. They're going backwards since the first start of the season. I can't trust this team. Even though they're talented, stop. I'm taking the Falcons.
Yeah, maybe once they get healthy, maybe we could really see what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
I took them last week. I don't know why. I shouldn't have taken them. Give me the Falcons. The Falcons, 3-game win streak. They've beaten some good divisional opponents. They're coming out. Oh wow, they faced 3 straight divisional opponents. So yeah, give me Atlanta at home.
I said at the beginning of the year that was a fraudulent start for Seattle. I don't care how healthy or not they are. They're not going to win this game. It's not going to come close. Geno Smith is an awful quarterback. I want to be shocked if Atlanta beats them by 14 points or more. It's Falcons all day, baby. And I'm taking the over. Atlanta scoring a lot of points.
I'll take the over in this game as well, and I'll take Atlanta with the 3 points. I think they'll cover that.
Mm-hmm.
Same. Yeah.
Easily.
Big Wood says Drake London, legacy game. Drake London, big game here today in this game?
I would think so.
I wouldn't mind that, but we saw last week that they finally got Bijan going.
Yep.
Let's not get away from that.
Yeah.
I want to see consistency there. Everybody's praising, finally you used him. Great, but do it again.
Do it again.
Please.
Against the Seahawks team. And feed Mooney, too. Don't forget about Mooney.
Yes.
And we saw what, pretty much everybody, all your running backs, did against Seattle last week. So,
yep.
Let's go, Bijan. Have a big game, man.
We have 273 people in the chat. Welcome on in. Smack that thumbs up, guys. Let's get to over 150 likes on the stream. We're just getting started here, and we're moving on to our next game, which is going to be in Buffalo, who are 8.5 favorites against the Tennessee Titans.
Damn.
Over/under is 41.5, and Buffalo's got a brand new weapon with Amari Cooper being traded today to Buffalo.
Fancy new weapon.
I think that's going to elevate the offense so much, man. I was just saying it when we were talking about it. Josh Allen, Amari Cooper, they're going to have a great connection, man. I would not be shocked if Amari Cooper's like a top 10 fantasy wide receiver for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
and it's an easy.
Know how good he is, man. And look at what he did when he got traded. And we all noticed it before. We talked about it, how he looked checked out over there in Cleveland. So this will probably get him motivated. So
great route runner. It's only going to do well. And Ray Davis looked fantastic for the Buffalo Bills last week. Rushing and through the air. Was he the leading receiver by the end of the game?
Yeah. Yep.
He was.
So Ray Davis, even with James Cook, how's he looking?
He's questionable right now. He'll be evaluated throughout the week.
I don't think he's going to play.
I don't think so. I think
to rush him back.
No.
I don't think so. And plus, you're playing Tennessee. Like, come on, don't rush him back.
Yeah.
Can I just go ahead and just fire this off? Boom, boom, boom. We're not even thinking about the Titans. Only thing is, are you taking the Bills with the 8.5 points?
Yes.
Are they going to cover that spread?
I know the Titans' defense is good, but when you have a quarterback like Josh Allen that can scramble and steal plays, that makes it tough on those kind of defenses. I'm going to take them to cover that.
I think they cover the 8.5, and I'm going to take the over 41.5.
Yeah.
Same.
All right, next.
All right, let's go over to Cleveland. We're the 1-5 Cleveland Browns take on the 2-4 Bengals. Coming off that Sunday Night Football win, Cincy in this game on the road are 6.5-point favorites with the over/under at 41.5. And like we mentioned earlier, Nick Chubb expected back, while Jerome Ford's most likely to miss with a hamstring injury.
So they're getting Chubb back for the first time this season, but they did lose Amari Cooper.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Jerome Ford probably out, so this is perfect timing for Chubb to come back. They need it.
Bengals finally got a win last week against the Giants. That brings me to 2 wins on the season. They're going up against the 1-5 Cleveland Browns. Give me Bengals to win in the dog pound.
This is back-to-back weeks, Josh.
I know.
No, I'm going Bengals as well. Until we see, like, Nick Chubb coming back is definitely going to help. How can it not?
Yes.
Right? As long, he's a good player. But losing Amari Cooper, how is that Browns offense really going to look? Give it another week or two to see. Bengals should take care of business.
Roach?
Fun fact, right now, obviously besides Deshaun Watson, the only person on the active roster that scored a touchdown for the Browns is Rodney McLeod, who's a safety on that blocked field goal. Cleveland, with Chubb back, they're not going to score a lot of points. Bengals defense looked actually pretty decent last week. Bengals win. They cover the spread, but I'm going to go ahead and take the under on this. No, actually, I'll take the over on this game.
I'm going to take the under. Do I take the...
I'm not taking the Bengals with the spread. I think Cleveland keeps it a close game. Because look, the Bengals barely beat the Giants, 17-7, right?
That's fair.
That was a 10-point game. I'm gonna go Browns. If they have Chubb back, they're gonna run the ball a lot, probably control the clock, and it's probably gonna be a low-scoring game. So under, and I take the Browns against the spread.
Yeah, I'll take the 42.5 under, and I'll take the Browns plus 6.5.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay. Now, to a tough one. Tough
Ooh.
one. In Lambeau Field. The Cheeseheads host the Houston Texans. Green Bay comes into this game as 2.5 favorites with the over-under at 47.5. Packers 4-2. Texans 5-1. Texans are on a 3-game win streak. Green Bay on a 2-game win streak. And they looked damn good against the Cardinals last week.
Yeah.
Whereas the Texans looked damn good against the Patriots.
The Patriots.
Roach?
This is a tough one, man. Now, Wicks, one of their best receivers this year, he's week to week with a shoulder injury. Jalen Reed, he hurt his knee, but he wasn't on the injury report or any injury reports I saw, so he should be fine. This is a tough one, man. Two really good defenses, two really good offenses, two really good quarterbacks, man. I'm going to rock with the Houston Texans in this one. I'm going to trust C.J. Stroud to make plays a little bit more right now than Jordan Love, who can turn over the football. Watson looked great last week. I expect him to have a good game. Tank Dell. I know Nico Collins is out, but Tank Dell finally was alive and well. I think he has a big game. I'm going to go the Texans in this game, but I would not be shocked if the Packers won.
Yeah, this one was a tough one. Texans, they finally had a good dominant win last week. But it was kind of close in the very beginning, right? The Patriots kind of keeping up there. They did pull away late, obviously, against the Patriots, which probably will be the case for most of the year for them. But if you look at a lot of the games for the Texans, their games have been close, right? They've been one-score games. So that little concerns me. I feel like they should have blown out Jacksonville, right? I felt like they had Buffalo. They probably could have beat Buffalo by a little bit more. But just the play calling sometimes. I feel like they played down a little bit. So I'm going to go Packers here at home. I think the Packers should take care of business. But it's going to be close. I want to see Texans really have that dominant win against a good team. Like, really step up and take it to them. Because Texans are one of the most talented teams in the NFL right now. Both sides of the ball.
I don't know how... This is a tough game. But I feel like the Texans should have been the favorites going into this one. Being 5-1... looking how they looked on the road last week, how everybody looked on the road last week. I'm going to take Green Bay Packers to win. I'm going to take Green Bay to win. Their defense has been looking pretty decent. The run game with Josh Jacobs, Jordan Love has been throwing touchdowns left and right. And I'm a little scared because Houston, like they're a good team. This could be a big Joe Mixon game.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take these ugly-ass freaking cheeseheads. I'll take the over a 47.5.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, let's go with the over. Let's go over. And I think Green Bay will beat them by at least 3 points. So.
All right, let's gauge the chat because this is a tough game. I'm interested to see what they said.
Okay. Milan says 27-24 Texans. Okay. Let's see. I'll scroll up. Here we go.
Redmond's got the Packers. Joe Brown's got the Texans. Andrew's Packers. Tristan Allen Texans. Bradley Texans. Coleman Texans. Sonic Boom Green Bay. Alfred Evie Green Bay. So it's split in the chat.
And it should be.
Texans an interception machine. Green Bay's been getting a lot of takeaways.
Yeah, yes, they have.
I think they've got at least one takeaway every game. At least. It's a good the Packers have a great defense. Texans, a solid team. Like, this is going to be a really, really fun game to watch. Kind of mad this is a 12 o'clock game.
Now, we still got some really tough games coming up to still cover, so buckle up. We have over 300 people in the house. Thank y'all so much for watching and listening. Keep giving us your picks. We're going to look at them as we go through each of these games. We just hit over 100 likes. 40 more people smack that thumbs up for 150.
Let's go.
As we move on to the Nap Town. Indianapolis Colts hosting the Miami Dolphins. Miami, the underdogs here on the road, as the Colts are favored by 3.5 points. Over under is 43.5. Colts are 3-2. Miami is 2-3.
Dolphins, H-Chan's in concussion protocols, but he was in a non-contact jersey the last 2 days, so hopefully he comes back. On the other side, Anthony Richardson is expected to come back and play this game. So I'm excited to see him back on the field.
Yeah. What about Jonathan Taylor? Anything on him?
No firm update on him yet. I guess we just have to watch throughout the week for him.
Give a shout out to Roger Glazer over here for the injury reports. What you thinking, Roach?
I'm gonna rock with Indianapolis, whether it's Joe Flacco or Anthony Richardson. I can't trust the Dolphins until Tua, who is expected to play again this year, comes back. Whether it's Skylar Thompson, whether it's Huntley, I just can't trust the Dolphins. I'm going to trust the Colts offense. Looked really good against a really good Titans defense last week. Hopefully, even if Richardson's back, he gets Josh Downs and Michael Pittman involved. I'm going to go Colts, and I'm taking the under because I don't think there's going to be a lot of scoring in this game.
I'm taking Indianapolis as well. I would take them full send if I knew Joe Flacco was for sure going to be the starting quarterback. I'd be a little iffy if it was Richardson. Because Flacco, I like how he's playing with Indianapolis right now. But, Miami without Tua, this offense looks absolutely lost. This offense looks like it was completely built around him. They can't do anything else right or consistent. The play calling has sucked as well. I'll take Indy at home. And I will take them with the 3.5 points.
Yep.
Over under 43.5. I'll take the over.
Yeah, I'm going to be right there with y'all. I'm taking the Colts myself. I'll give props to the Dolphins. Remember, they are coming off a bye week.
Yes.
2 weeks ago, they had a really gritty win against the Patriots. It's a good defense, and that was a hard fought win. So give them that. But and without Achane got hurt early in that game.
Yeah.
With a concussion. And Colts, obviously, they beat the Titans. But yeah, I think the offensive firepower of the Colts is just too much. Props to Michael Pittman for a lot of people. They said he might go on IR. He said, nope, I'm going to fight through it. And he played through it. So props on him. That shows some grit. Yeah, until I see Miami really get it together, then yeah, there's no way for us to really pick them, right? So
Downs, 2 touchdowns, baby.
And I'm actually going to go the under on this one, guys. I think this could be a low-scoring game.
Okay. Roger, you took the under too?
Yeah, I'm going under as well.
In the chat, B-Money says Miami is trying to run Tua's offense without Tua. Something's got to give.
Facts.
Yeah, and like I said, the play calling sucks. It's like they have these set plays set in stone, terrible adjustments, terrible to, find something else to get going because they just cemented in this game plan like B-Money's talking about, and it's not working.
No.
And you have Mike McDaniel. You're coming off a Kyle Shanahan tree. Kyle Shanahan's one of the most genius play callers in the league. I figured Mike McDaniel would be able to adapt like Kyle Shanahan to any quarterback running his offense, but he's not. He needs to. He really does need to, man.
Anthony Simonelli says Mike McDaniel is overrated, and he's not just saying that because he's a Bills fan.
He needs, you just to mention it, he needs to do better adjustments. He needs to go to the quarterback's play style, run the ball. Even without Achane, Mosert's back. He looked really good 2 weeks ago. You got Jalen Wright. Run the ball. Rely on your run game if you have to, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You got 3 solid backs.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that we're looking at why was Achane not getting a lot of carries. That one game he had like 6. Like, what is going on, man?
Jeez. Scheme it up, man. You got unbelievable, speedy, agile talent.
Yep.
What are you doing? So, I don't know. Simonelli might have a point there. If he can't get something going with these guys without Tua, he might just be absolutely overrated. Is anyone in the chat taking the Dolphins? Let's see.
Let's see.
I'm taking Dolphins as Sonic.
Okay.
Dolphins. I gotta watch this shit again, says Bigwood. That's tough.
Wow.
Tough.
Okay.
Coleman Sports says he's taking the Dolphins. Okay.
Okay.
A few
A few
people.
believers out there.
All right.
Now, let's get back to some tough football.
Yes.
The Minnesota Vikings hosting the Detroit Lions in the best division in NFL. Vikings 5-0 coming off of a bye week, taking on the Detroit Lions, who are 4-1 and undefeated on the road so far. Minnesota's 3-0 at home. Man, so who do you guys got? Who do you have?
Man, this is tough. So, what is the word on Aaron Jones? Is it just probably not going to play?
He did practice yesterday and today, so there could be a very good chance he actually does play this game.
Oh. Okay, good. That's great news because that offense last week, a couple weeks ago, sorry, because they were on a bye week. Yep. They played the Jets in London, right?
London.
Or wherever they played. Once he got hurt, that offense kind of stuttered. And you could see it. They missed Aaron Jones. So him giving back is a big news. Big news.
And let's not forget, Minnesota did trade for Cam Akers just hours ago. Traded for Cam Akers. So Aaron Jones can't go. Akers is going to be there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Roach?
I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions in this game to end the undefeated streak. I think coming off that victory against Seattle, coming off that blowout of your Cowboys, that offense is rolling. They got all the confidence in the world. Sam Laporta, he only had the one catch. Get this dude going. I think despite how great this Minnesota defense is, the Lions offense is going to be a little bit too much. So I'm going to rock with Detroit, but I'm taking the over because I'm expecting a shootout in this game.
Ooh, a shootout.
Okay.
Yep, even with the defense.
This is a really tough game.
Yeah.
This is probably a battle for the division, like to win the division, right? It's a good. Can the Vikings keep proving everybody wrong? I'm gonna go Vikings. Main reason is, the Lions have been great. They've destroyed Dallas. They've destroyed Seattle.
It's a good offense versus defense type of thing.
Yeah.
And Minnesota's offense is also pretty goddamn good.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking at. And no, I'm not trying to take anything away from the Lions. Lions have literally gotten their confidence going. But it's also against Seattle, who was ridiculed with injuries on their defense. Dallas was ridiculed with injuries on their defense. I'm not saying they can't put up points, but they're not going to put up 42 points or 47 points like they've done the last couple of times.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lower scoring game. I'm going to trust the Vikings offense and Lions defense. Obviously, Hutchinson, we already know, is out. And their D tackle, Pecco, he's on IR too. So everybody's talking about Hutchinson, but Pecco, one of their starting D tackles, is out also. That should open up more of the running game for the Vikings. So I'm going Vikings.
Now, unlike the last tough matchup we were discussing, this one I absolutely understand why the Vikings are favored here. They're the best team in football so far through going into Week 7. I like this comment in the chat. B Money says, "Can we just appreciate the chess match we're going to see Sunday? Ben Johnson versus Brian Flores, the best offensive coordinator versus the best defensive coordinator. Pure cinema right here, folks."
Yes, sir.
He's not wrong. And this was a very tough one for me to decide. For the longest time, I was thinking I'm going to take Minnesota because they just do everything just so pristine on both sides of the ball. But I'm going to take the slight upset here and take the Detroit Lions, shake things up in the division, and hand them their first loss. Their confidence is through the roof right now with Detroit. Those were big wins in a row for them, especially last week against the Dallas Cowboys. I think they're going to pull it off, ground and pound, and keep that offense as much as possible because that offense is scary with Sam Darnold, Jefferson, Addison. As soon as he came back, man, he just started rolling.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Minnesota's defense, like B Money said in the chat, it's going to be a tough. It's going to be tough seeing that defense going up against this high octane offense that can be creative, that can beat you in so many ways. Jameson Williams, Monroe St. Brown, the Thunder and Lightning, and Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yep.
And maybe this is a game where Laporta gets more than a couple of receptions or targets.
Hopefully.
I'll take Detroit.
Yep.
I will take the over of 49.5.
I'm gonna go under.
Under?
Slightly. I think it might be like a 23-20 game or something like that.
Okay.
So I think it'll be slightly under.
All right, let's see what the chat has to say because this is an interesting game.
A lot of Lions, Minnesota. Hey, it's split in the chat. It really is.
It really should be.
Daily Duos was Justin Jefferson has 1,074 yards and 3 touchdowns versus the Lions in 8 games. The Lions can't handle him. Their corners are sorry.
That's an interesting stat.
Holy crap.
Guys, the real question is, can Sam Darnold win big, meaningful games? Mr. Jolts, he already has.
Yes.
Look what they did against the Texans.
34-7.
Yeah. That and
San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco. Who had? I know Vikings usually have the number, but it's still a solid team.
That Green Bay game, that was a crazy game. 31-29.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Josh is rooting for the tie. You know what? I'm not going to completely disagree with you. We got a donation here while we were making that pick from Yuri. He says, "Man has been in Miami too long. If you know what I'm saying, yayo."
I think talking about Mike McDaniel.
Mike
Yeah.
McDaniel? He's been hitting them streets too much. Hitting Long Beach.
That's tough.
Yuri, maybe that's what it is.
Maybe.
Thank you so much for the $5 dono, man.
Thank
Nick
you,
says
man.
you should stream this game. There was a lot of possibilities on what we could do. We could have done this game. We could have done Bears and Commanders, which did get flexed. Oh, not that's
This next week. Yeah.
49ers and Chiefs is what we're going to stream next week.
Yeah.
But
And then Sunday Night Football.
this is good.
Yes.
All right. Where are we at, Roach?
We are 60 likes away from 200. Let's go.
15 away from 150. So keep smacking that thumbs up. We're about halfway there. So keep smacking that like button. Thank y'all for watching. Let's move on to MetLife, where the Giants are hosting their division rival, the Philadelphia Eagles, who are 3-point favorites on the road. Over under is 42.5. Giants took the loss last week to the Bengals at home, and the Eagles won at home against the Browns, but it was not so great of a win because they shouldn't have made it such a close game with Cleveland. They looked terrible right out the gate, and after a bye week, that was tough to see. And Sirianni barking and yelling at Eagles fans was weird. Eagles look to be not a very coherent team.
Nope.
Could the Giants take advantage?
It's a divisional game. With these divisional games, sometimes you never know. But Giants are 0-3 at home. That's tough.
0-3.
Yikes.
What's going on with neighbors, Roach?
Yeah, Neighbors should be returning this week from concussion protocol. And for Singletary, he remains questionable. On the other side, Eagles could be without Dallas Goedert, who suffered a hamstring injury against the Browns.
So Neighbors, no concerts or nothing like that to set him back. And Devin Singletary, even if he's out, Tracy.
Yeah.
My goodness, was he a beast?
Very good.
But Roach, what you got?
I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles, man. I just can't trust the New York Giants after what we saw on Sunday Night Football. They were going against a defense that was giving up a lot of points, and they only, scored 7 points themselves, man. I'm sorry. As bad as the Eagles are, I can't trust the Giants, especially at home, man. So I'll go Eagles, but I'm going under. I don't think there's going to be a lot of scoring in this game.
You know, maybe the Giants can't take advantage of the Eagles' woes, you know. I think Sirianni is going to eventually get fired.
Yes.
from this team. Even if they end up having a winning season, I think they might just want to move on from him. But I will be taking the Eagles here on the road. This is a revenge game for Saquon Barkley, and I know we use that term a lot, you know, whenever a player's facing his former team, a revenge game. But, man, it really has a meaning here because Saquon Barkley, you know that fucker is going to want to go off, get fed the ball early and often, and if they don't, I mean, someone should call the cops. Someone should call the feds on Sirianni. I'm taking the Eagles. They have more big-time players making more big-time plays. I'll take the Eagles.
God, I want them both to lose, obviously. Looking at the past games, right? Glad Malik Neighbors is back. Singletary might be back. But looking at all these games, right? Both these teams are just going every other week. Win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. Like, that's what they're doing. Literally. Giants have had some really close games. They barely lost to Washington. They barely beat Cleveland. Barely lost to the Cowboys. I don't know. I'm getting this weird feeling that this trend is going to continue. I'm going to pick the Giants for this upset here at home.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't trust the Eagles at all. I don't really trust the Giants at all. So I'm just going to go with the trend. Literally, it's win-loss for these teams. So
get their first win here at home.
Yeah. Let me go Giants.
We have a $2 donation from Justin. He says NFC North becoming the most feared division as should. Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it.
Yep.
No
100%.
doubt about it. By the way, I'm taking the over of 42.5.
Under.
I'll go under too. I don't know.
And I think the Eagles cover that 3.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Justin, thank you so much for the $2 donation. Skull with the 40-month highlighted comment. Guys are putting too much into the Lions' win against Dallas. Remember, the Saints did the same thing in Dallas. Plus, the Lions have played the easiest schedule. Yeah, but they're a bit different from the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people before the season started had them going to the Super Bowl representing the NFC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the last few weeks, we're really starting to see them emerge as the team that we thought they were going to be going to this year because it was a slow start for that offense, right? So, yeah, I think it's a bit different from Detroit versus New Orleans.
New Orleans. 100%, man.
And Nathaniel with the $2 donation says Eagles in 6 weeks hasn't scored in first quarter.
That's wild.
You know, that's funny to me because I remember a few years ago, right, when they went to the Super Bowl, they were like the best first half team. And they couldn't do shit in the second half. And now is it vice versa? Like they can't do shit in the first quarter?
And it shouldn't be. When you have Saquon Barkley, you got these big time receivers like A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and I understand that they were out, at one point in the season.
Yeah.
But come on, you got to get something going here, right out the gate. You got to establish yourself.
Yeah, and I think I was looking at Barkley's numbers. I think he hasn't scored a touchdown in the last 3 weeks.
Yikes!
Or 2 or 3 weeks.
It's a sin.
Yikes!
Yeah. He should be getting a touchdown every week. Not even just rushing. I looked at his receiving. He should be getting a touchdown in one of those categories.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Nathaniel, for the $2 donation. We just hit 150 likes. Thank you guys so damn much. 48 to go for 200 on the stream.
Thank you guys.
All right, now going into our next game to talk about, we have the Los Angeles Rams hosting the Vegas Raiders. Roach.
Yeah, 7-point favorites for the Rams. Obviously, Raiders traded Devontae Adams today for a conditional third-round pick. The Raiders, we'll see if Zamir Wright and Jacoby Myers play. For the Rams, they could be getting Cooper Kupp back this week, which is huge because your guy, Sean Winnington, he got hurt. He got hurt last week. So who knows if he's going to play. So that's going to be huge for the Rams. They can get Cooper Kupp back this week.
Oh, man, they could really use it because they're 1-4 on the season. Raiders are 2-4. And, they just traded away Devontae Adams. We knew weeks ago that he was never going to play for them again.
Yep.
Nope.
Madison looks pretty decent for them. In the wake of Zamir White. But at home, I'm taking the Rams. I'm taking the Rams at home.
It's hard to say. Is it crazy that I feel so confident? I'm taking the Rams as well, and that's crazy to say that because they've only got one win on this season, but the Raiders are just such a crapshoot.
So are you taking them to cover the 7-point spread?
I think I am.
Me too.
I think I am because, it's crazy that they've only got one win against a sorry team this year, and I still feel comfortable. Oh, sorry, Rose. Sorry.
I'm going to rock with the Los Angeles Rams as well, and I'm taking with the points. And it is crazy to feel confident because I feel damn confident about the Rams win this week. Sorry, Raider fans. I see Alfred saying embrace the tank. Man, I know Mofo's done with them. Rams, with Cooper Kupp back, hopefully, I think their offense is going to look pretty good. So, give me LA.
I will tell you this. This is what's going to happen. In that first quarter,
What?
Raiders are going to have a great opening drive. They're going to score a touchdown.
Touchdown.
That's what they've done the last 2 weeks. And then after that, they just completely fall apart. So that's what will happen. So don't get scared, Rams fans, if they score real quick, because that's their MO.
Mr. Jones in the chat says, actually, Josh, the Raiders are at home. You're not wrong.
That's fair.
True.
You guys taking the over-under of 43.5.
Orderly. Yeah, under.
I know we usually... it feels weird. We've taken under a few times this week.
Just give me those Bowers fantasy points.
Yeah, he
Yes,
didn't
sir.
really do much last week, right?
He was okay. He wasn't terrible, but he wasn't great as well.
Okay. I think most of the chat is going with the Browns. A few people are going with the Raiders, like Seminole and Gasol.
Yeah, I see a couple.
Okay.
Tristan taking the Raiders, Cody.
Donnie's taking the Rams.
Mostly Rams.
Okay. Now let's go on to the Panthers on the road against the Commanders. Commanders coming off of that loss last week to the Baltimore Ravens, although that was a hell of a game. And they are 7.5 favorites here at home. Over unders 51.5.
This is going to be a massacre.
Hey, Panthers, Panthers haven't looked terrible since Andy Dalton's taken over. Chubba Hubbard.
They scored 30 points in the last 2 weeks. Commanders scored. They scored 23 points last week. Damn near as much as they did in 2 weeks.
That's fair. I guess I should say Chuba Hubbard, however you say his first name, hasn't looked bad. But listen, it's Washington all day. I'm going to Commanders, man. They should be able to put up 30 points easily. They could put up a good amount of points against the Ravens. They'll put up a lot of points against the Panthers. Give me Washington. Hopefully Hubbard has another great game.
And, the Panthers have given up over 35 points in the previous 2 weeks as well. Over 32 weeks in the last... No, 38, 36, 34, and 36 in the last 4 weeks in points given up.
Yikes.
Jaden Daniels is going to feast against this defense. And even though the Commanders' defense didn't look all that great to start off, the last couple of weeks, they're playing pretty decent. A little bit. Just enough, I think. So they're going to get the win.
Yeah, this needed to bounce back and get another dub here. Coming off a great battle against Baltimore. This is easy. Washington should dominate. And now, I will say this. Washington defense does give up a good amount of yards to receivers. So, if you have Deontay Johnson, or this could be a good fantasy game for both sides of the ball, honestly. But I think this could be a high-scoring game. I will take the over. I think it could be like a 40-28 game. I think Washington's going to put up hella points.
Yeah, taking the over. I'll take Washington to cover the 7.5 points.
Agreed.
All right. Is there anyone taking the Carolina Panthers in the chat? If so, what the hell's wrong with you?
What are you drinking?
Darkness says, he says, give me Carolina. Okay.
All right.
Maybe a little trap game? I would say it would be a trap game if they had just beaten Baltimore.
Yeah.
But they just lost. So they are really needing to come out and execute.
Win this game. Hey, Kobe Plays with 2 says, hey, man, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet for Jaden this week.
Yeah. Scary Terry, all those guys are going to just eat. And Brian Robinson, hopefully he comes back.
Yeah, he's questionable,
Hopefully can use him.
Jed Lockett says, sadly, the Commanders. If you were still alive in the Survivor pool, this would be a good Survivor
This would be the pick
of the week right here.
Easily,
if
man.
we do have any Commanders fans in the chat, it sucks that Jonathan Allen, their D tackle, their All-Pro, is out. I think he tore his pec, and I think he's going to be
tore his pec.
So that's
All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 more games to cover. There's some pretty interesting games. Over 300 people still in the chat. Thank you guys for still watching. Keep smacking that thumbs up. We are 36 likes away from 200. That's incredible. Thank you.
Let's go.
Now, we move on to Rocha's neck of the woods, where his 49ers host the Kansas City Chiefs. And get this, the 49ers are 1.5 favorites at home against the undefeated Chiefs, a team they have not beat. Rocha, what are you guys against the Chiefs?
We have not beaten the Chiefs. We're 0-4 against them since Patrick Mahomes took over the team.
And the over-under is 46.5. Chiefs are coming off of a win against the Saints. What?
Oh, they're actually coming off the bye week.
Off that bye week, yeah.
Yep.
So let us know what you guys got. Roach, we start with you.
Hang on. Alexa, shut up. Jesus. So Jordan Mason in this game is day-to-day with a shoulder injury. He is expected to play. Christian McCaffrey is not coming back yet. Ricky Pearsall should be making his NFL debut for this game. Very excited, man. Listen, 49ers coming off a much-needed win in Seattle. We went up there. We took care of business, man. Kansas City, they are 2 or 3 plays away from being 3-2 right now, man. Niners got momentum coming in this. Andy Reid's 28-3 all time coming off of bye weeks. When a team is coming off a bye week or a mini bye week themselves, Andy Reid is actually 3-5. Funny enough, 2 of those wins come against the 49ers in the Super Bowl. So that kind of seems to favor the San Francisco 49ers in this game, man. We got a lot of momentum. I'm excited about this game, but I'm picking the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game. I said in my preseason prediction, I cannot pick San Francisco to beat Kansas City until San Francisco beats Kansas City. I hope to get this pick wrong. I really want to get this pick wrong. But until we could go out there and beat number 15, I cannot pick my team. I have confidence that we could do it. Fred Warner, Nick Bosa have both already come out and said they want this. They need this victory. So let's go out. Let's win. But I'm picking the Chiefs in this game to win.
Roach is picking the Chiefs. Folks, take a screenshot. Roach is being humble.
Man, yeah, you got a point, Roach. Like, the Chiefs have had multiple games that have come down to the wire. But but that's the thing. And Patrick Mahomes, 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. It's not like he's having a phenomenal year.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, this team finds a way to win. And that's something you got, even though you got to be like, man, they're barely beating. But they will always find and make plays when they need to. And that's a trait that you got to love to have, especially with a veteran quarterback and a veteran coach. And coming off a bye week, getting a couple weeks to prepare for this game, who's better than Andy Reid, man? Who's better? And finally, they started getting Travis Kelce going.
Yes.
We saw that. So that should continue as well. Because remember, he finally started getting some multiple catches against the Saints and looked back to his old self. I am going to go Chiefs here. I remember I pictured Niners in this one in the preseason.
Yeah.
Because typically sometimes the Chiefs will drop. But I'm a little worried about the Niners. They're not as good without. If y'all had CMC, I would definitely take y'all here. But without CMC as your best weapon, I'm going to go Chiefs.
Go.
I went back and forth on this one. And since both of you guys took the Chiefs, and I'm taking the Chiefs, 49ers are locked to win.
Let's go.
That happened last week with who was it, the Chargers?
And,
yes.
I'm going to take the under of 46.5.
Yeah, I'll take the under as well. Most of these Chiefs games have been under.
I'll take the under. Niners defense did a good job of getting off the field and creating turnovers last game. I think we typically pick up Patrick Mahomes at least once a game every time we face him. Problem is we don't capitalize on it. So hopefully they can get some turnovers and capitalize it on it this time.
Yeah. All right, let's see what the chat has to say because this is a good one.
Let's see. Chiefs.
Rigged or not. Yes, they are. 28-12 Chiefs says Chet.
Damn.
What's up, Jets? Who you got? Wow. Okay. Chiefs 48-7 says big one on a blowout.
Big one.
Jesus.
We have a couple donations. Kobe Blades with the 2 says Roger, are we gonna Detroit Lion y'all? We are gonna Detroit Lion y'all's ass. Get ready.
I would be very shocked if this game was a blowout either way. It's gonna come down to a wire, just like every Niner and Chiefs game does, man.
And we're gonna go live for this, guys.
Yes, sir.
So I hope it doesn't turn out to like that. Because I will feel Roach's pain. Just experience that.
Yeah.
Sure.
I could have did that Lions and Vikings game.
That too.
Tristan Allen of the 2 says, Rocha, I got your 49ers. Hey, let's go, Tristan Allen. I appreciate it, man.
Tristan, got your back.
Let's go.
Alex with the $2 donation from the Great White North says, I'm taking the Kansas City Swifties 30-23 over the 49ers. Sorry, Roke.
Hey, don't apologize, man. I hope we keep this game close if we do lose, but obviously I hope to get this pick wrong.
And one of the biggest Chiefs fans we know, Donnie Couch in the house with a 48-month highlighted comment. Dude, Donnie says 48 months of membership with some of the guys. Love all the people in this community going on Ozempic. Thursday, can't wait, but also very anxious. Okay. Donnie, you've been doing a great job, man, with taking care of yourself and everything. So good luck, man. Continue on your journey, dude. Very proud of you. And
yes,
thank
sir.
you so much for the 48 months of support, brother.
Thank you, buddy. Keep going.
Good luck on Sunday.
This is gonna be a fun one.
Yep.
Can't wait. Cannot wait. Good luck, Donnie.
Roach,
I'm already nervous.
You're nervous, huh?
I'm just nervous talking about this game, man. I want this win. I want this win so freaking bad, man. It'd be so great to get that monkey off our back and give us great confidence going against Dallas, coming off a bye. 2 straight games against teams coming off a bye. We need this game, Donnie. We need it. So let us win.
All right, now let's move on to Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
Where we have the Jets on the road against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, well, the Jets have a new weapon. Rodgers has his old buddy back, Amari Cooper. Devontae Adams traded for earlier today. So you got Devontae Adams, you got Garrett Wilson, you got Alan Lazard, Breece Hall, Braylon Allen. This is an offense that really now needs to get going with no excuses.
None.
What else do we need to know?
DJ Reed is dealing with the groin injury, so he's probably going to be out. And magically, Devontae Adams has already come out. Well, he didn't come out, but Jets have come out and said he's going to play in this game. So that hamstring is just magically better. And for Pittsburgh, it seems like Russell Wilson will be the starting quarterback for this game, even though they're 4-2.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
They're 4-2.
It's a little puzzling because Fields hasn't played terrible. He's only thrown one interception all year.
Yeah.
He hasn't turned over the ball. He's been taking care of the ball.
Yeah, I know it hasn't been a very prolific offense that's going deep downfield or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
And maybe Russell Wilson can give you a little bit more of that, especially when you have a wide receiver like Pickens. But you're 4-2.
Yeah, this is very puzzling in that regard. I like you said, I get it. Like maybe they feel like Wilson can make this offense a little bit more high scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe they don't trust they have a great defense. Not saying they don't trust them, but maybe they're like, you know what, we're gonna have to play the Jets, who are getting Adams, who has the weapons. Maybe they just feel more comfortable maybe getting them out there now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
All right, so what are you guys feeling, Roach?
Fun fact, real quick. This is the first time in NFL history that a team that's 4-2 through the first 6 games or better are changing the quarterback not due to injury. So first time ever, a team that's 4-2 or better through the first 6 weeks are changing the quarterback.
Roach, that's 2 fun facts in one stream. One
Yes.
more, I think we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm going to go New York, man. I'm so excited to see how this offense is going to look. Yes, they're going off a really good, tough defense. Man, that offensive line for New York got destroyed by Buffalo. Imagine what TJ Watt's going to do. But I think Aaron Rodgers with Devontae Adams is going to have that confidence. I think they'll continue to run the ball with Breece Hall. I almost said Devontae Adams. And I think New York, they're going to have a little pep to their step, getting a brand new toy on offense. I think in a defensive battle, Jets win. I'm going to take the under because I think they win like 20-17 in this game.
Yeah, I'm going Jets as well. This is the benefit of getting a Devontae Adams. And we see it with Lazard already. Aaron Rodgers is one of those guys that is a rhythm guy, and he will thread the needle. He will throw the ball in tight windows, but he needs that relationship. He needs that trust with his receivers to know how he throws the ball. Right? Back shoulder, he's one of the best. We saw that one to Lazard where he barely went by the defender. Rodgers is big on that, and he's made a career on that. So getting Devontae Adams, who knows how he likes and knows how to position, and Lazard, where we see his being successful. Lazard's a top 10 receiver in fantasy right now.
Yeah, he is.
That, I feel like he doesn't trust everybody else, and obviously he doesn't trust Mike Williams. They already threw him under the bus. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Jets here. I'm not sure if the Pittsburgh Steelers can put up enough points to keep up with them. I will actually take the over on this because I think it could be like a 30-20 game.
Okay.
I'm taking the Jets as well. Over the last couple of weeks, he really started to feel comfortable with Garrett Wilson. He got him a lot more going, right? And he already, like you mentioned, he already has a familiarity with Alan Lazard and his number one guy, Devontae Adams. The one he has the best chemistry with is now in his wide receiving core. And I also think this is going to bode very, very well. It should for Breece Hall because now you got Adams, you got Garrett Wilson.
Sorry.
I mean, the defense is pick your poison.
Yeah.
So I think Breece Hall is going to elevate as well with this addition of Devontae Adams.
So
I'm going to take the under. No, I'm going to take the over of 38.5.
Okay.
Over of 38.5. We will be streaming this game, so come hang out. This is going to be Sunday Night Football. Let's check out Aaron Rodgers and Adams with this Jets team. And Russell Wilson, apparently under center for the Steelers.
Yep.
Which I just absolutely hate for Justin. I feel bad.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Looks like looks like majority of people in the chat are actually taking the Jets. They're agreeing with us.
Okay, we're in agreement.
Yep.
Most of us are. Except for Rozier, the Steelers are going to win. I don't see the Jets scoring a lot of points. Russell Wilson, 3 touchdowns.
We'll see. I want to point out the Jets the last 2 weeks they have lost, or they've lost 3 straight, but the last 2 weeks have been against good teams and have come down to the wire.
Yes.
Vikings, 23-17. Rodgers threw a pick at the end of the game, right? Buffalo, same thing, right? Came down the wire against some pretty good teams. So,
all right, Kobe Blades with a $2 donation. Adams going to have 40 targets for 450 yards. Jesus.
Probably.
I'm thinking probably 12 targets.
Minimum, yeah.
12 targets.
At least.
Yeah.
And probably 9 to 10 for Wilson.
Mm-hmm. For Wilson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Devontae Adams was already at Aaron Rodgers' house today.
I saw that.
He popped up on the interview that he had on the McAfee show.
Mm-hmm. McAfee show.
That was funny.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Kobe. Alpha with the $2 donation out for EV. Jets, I'm advocating them to make the AFC Championship game. Whoa, funny you say that, because if Devontae Adams is on the squad and they make the AFC Championship game, then the pick becomes a second-round pick.
Yeah, if he's on the active roster for a championship game or Super Bowl game, then yeah.
Okay, now I see why you're really saying that. And
Yep.
That's great for you guys. I hope that does happen. Maybe the Jets can pull this off, man. They really start to pick it up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you need to make some more moves to get some more draft picks.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys, for the $2 donations. Melissa says I'm in top 10 pick'em. Craven Raven. That was Melissa. So shout out to Melissa for being in the top 10.
There you go.
Let's go.
Jed Locke says, give me the over on Roach's fun facts. Give me the Jets as well.
Let's go, bro.
Hey, we got another donation?
Yeah, have we read this Colby one?
Go ahead.
So it's $2. Says, why kill Justin Fields' confidence like that? Stupid.
I don't get it.
Yeah, he didn't do anything to lose his job, right? It was like what Sean was saying, that like maybe the Steelers are feeling like, okay, we got a tough matchup against the Jets, who now have Devontae Adams. We're going to need to score some points. Our defense, it doesn't matter who our quarterback is, they're going to have their back, right? And maybe with Russell Wilson, we can throw that ball a little bit more further and get some more touchdowns as opposed to just, maybe field goals and relying on too much on our defense.
Yeah.
In low-scoring games.
And even thinking ahead, you got the Bengals, top offense, right? Baltimore, top offense. You're going to have to score points to win these games.
But I still feel bad for Justin. Man, that sucks.
I will say he's probably going to be on a short leash either way. You saw what Fields. If Russell Wilson goes out there and start turning with the ball,
then you go right back to the guy who's
right back to Fields.
Too.
Yeah,
well, part of the reason.
And he hasn't been turning over the ball. He's been very efficient. So,
thank you so much again, Kobe.
Thank you.
Big Al Williams with a $20 donation. After my worst of picks in my 30 years of making picks, I rebounded this weekend with 13-1. Their only loss was the Titans game.
13-1. That's how you bounce back, Big Al.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was a great week for picking for a lot of people. With how weird this season's been, it feels weird that it was like that.
Yeah, because I had some really tough weeks right there with you, Big Al, where I only had like 6 games right, 7 games right. So last week getting 12, you got 13. Yeah, that's huge, man.
Yep. That's great.
Let's keep it going.
Let's go.
Big Al, thank you so much for the $20 dono, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Rozier the 2 says, hot take, Russell Wilson top 5 cornerback this week. Man, you must really hate the Jets, but I understand you're a Patriots fan.
I'm not sure about top 5.
Nah.
Could he? Maybe, but I don't know. The Jets defense actually looked a lot better this past week.
All right.
It did.
If that happens, we'll give you a specific shout out for that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Rozier,
let's do it.
Thank you for the $2 donation, man.
Thank you, man.
All right, now let's move on to Monday Night Football. We have 2 games. We have 2 games on Monday Night Football. This is the one that we're going to be streaming. And this is going to be the Bucs hosting the Baltimore Ravens, with the Ravens coming into this game as 3.5 favorites on the road. Over-under is 47.5. Baltimore getting that really tough, good win against Washington last week at home. Bucs putting up 51 points against the Saints last week. And that's a good response from that overtime loss
Falcons
from 2
game.
weeks ago against Atlanta.
Yep.
So, guys, Roach.
I'm excited about this one, man. I'm glad this is the one we're streaming. Yeah, Ravens, they found their identity in offense, man. Derrick Henry has at least one touchdown, and every game has 2 touchdowns in 2 games so far. Meanwhile, the Buccaneers, Bucky Irvin looked great. And shout out to the third string Tucker. He had, I think, 32 fantasy points. He was incredible. They need to do that more often. Rely on the run game. They got some good running backs. Rashad White remains questionable. We'll see if he plays. But if he doesn't, it doesn't matter. You got Bucky Irvin. You got Tucker. Baker Mayfield. He's going to turn over the ball. But he's also going to throw touchdowns to Mike Evans and Kate Otten and Chris Godwin, man, and even Bucky Irvin or one of his running backs himself. This is going to be a very good, high-scoring game, but I'm going to go the Baltimore Ravens in this one. Like I said, they found their identity. They've looked really good over the last 3 or 4 weeks, man. I can't wait for this game.
Did you mention Mark Andrews and all of that?
That's right. Mark Andrews finally scored his first touchdown of the year.
Should have been a fun fact. Mark Andrews finally got his first touchdown.
Dig it. Fun fact.
No, yeah. This should be high scoring.
Yes.
Bucks defense have given up 27 points, 30 points the last couple weeks. Yeah. Baker is throwing a lot of picks, but he's coming back and throwing touchdowns. Ravens should feast. I'm going to go Ravens. They are favorites for a reason because they have one of the best offenses in the league. Yep. Got to be careful with those turnovers. Baker, if he could not turn over the ball, then this could be a really, really close game, and then I think they might cover the spread. But if Baker keeps turning over the ball like he has, I think this could actually be a blowout. I think not a blowout. Okay, let me rephrase it. I think it could be like a 10 to 13 point game.
Yeah.
So, but give me Baltimore. I will take the over, obviously, because yeah.
Yes, me too.
I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens. I will take them with the 3.5 points. Run the ball. Continue to feed Mark Andrews. Get him back into this offense on a consistent basis, and still use Likely as well, man. Because I still really like Likely. Zay Flowers has been having a monstrous season this year.
Yep.
The Ravens defense hasn't been as good as I thought it was going to be, but it's still like a middle of the pack defense. And maybe this is a week where, like you mentioned, Baker Mayfield, he's been throwing some interceptions. Maybe this is a team in a week that can capitalize on that on the road, on prime time. So I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens with the 3.5 points, and I'm taking the over of 47.5.
Now, Melissa does say the Ravens actually have the number 1 rush defense. Number one rush defense. Yes. Okay.
So probably we'll see a lot of throwing from the Bucks.
And that is where it's going to be interesting.
Yes.
And I think Mike Evans is still one receiving touchdown away from hitting that.
100.
Was it 100 mark?
100 mark, yep.
And I think I don't think he hit the 12,000 yards last week. I think he was short of that too, by 6 yards if I recall. So we could see some milestones in this game while we stream.
All right. Let's see if anybody took the Bucks in the chat. Let's see. I'm going to guess it's going to be Rozier.
Yep.
All right. Bucks money line says Euphoria as well.
Okay.
Ravens, but it's going to be very close games. Says JC Farrell. We're going to be streaming this game, so come hang out. Rex says, give me the Bucks. Steeler Chick, going with the Bucks. Joe Brown, Carlos Chargers, also going with the Bucks. So, C. Smith. All right. Test a cold. Bucks. Okay.
Test a cold.
Offense in this game. It's going to be a lot of offense.
Rocha, where are we at?
We are 10 likes away for 200.
All right, let's see if we can end the stream with 200 likes for the stream.
Smack it, guys. We're about to get into the last Monday night game of the week.
And this one could be a really fun one.
Yeah.
We got the Chargers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Chargers coming off of that win against Denver last week. Cardinals got beat down by Green Bay on the road. Chargers enter this game as 2.5 favorites. Over under is 44.5. Dudes, that offense Arizona has looked rough. And what's going on with Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Concussion protocol, so we'll see if he ends up playing on Monday night. Good thing is he will have that extra day there pass, but he's in concussion protocols at the moment.
Oh, man. Yeah, what's going on with their offense? It's like so inconsistent. They have so many weapons. Not just Marvin Harrison. They have so many weapons. Trey McBride. Last week was just a rough week for them, man. Jesus Christ.
I'm
tough.
I'm gonna take the Chargers. Chargers offense can still get going at times.
Yes.
McConkey, he almost had a touchdown last
Mm-hmm.
week. But the real reason why I'm taking the Chargers is that defense. This defense is way better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Going into the first 7 weeks of the season. So going into the first 7 weeks. So I'm taking the Chargers. I think they get the job done offensively and especially defensively. And if there's no Marvin Harrison Jr., then I'm really loving this pick. And I will take him to cover the 2.5 points and give me the over of 44.5.
I don't have a reason. I'm going to go Cardinals. I'm going to assume Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to play just because of the extra day. And he's a younger guy. Sometimes these younger guys can bounce back from those kind of concussions a lot faster. They need this win. Cardinals started the season looking pretty decent, and then they've just fallen off. They got to get back to the basics. Give James Conner the ball. He's got to stop fumbling. He fumbled last week. But get back to the basics here. Getting play action and making some plays with the legs of Kyler Murray.
Chargers, baby. Bolt up in the chat, man. J.K. Dobbins has been absolutely brilliant. He had a great week last week against the Broncos. They are going to run with J.K. Dobbins. He's finally healthy this year, boys, and he's showing what we thought he could be with the Ravens coming out of Ohio State. J.K. Dobbins is going to have a great game. Hopefully McConkey has a good game. Chargers are going to hold down the Cardinals, whether it's Michael Wilson or Marvin Harrison as the number one receiver this week. Should be a fun one, but I'm going to go to Chargers. I'm going to take I'll take the just slightly over because I think Chargers can put up 30 points himself, but give me the Chargers on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I want to take the over because if the Cardinals are going to win, they got to go over.
Mm-hmm.
If it's no game that favors the Chargers, obviously.
Now remember, there's 2 Monday Night Football games. This is the second one of the 2. We're streaming the Bucks and Ravens.
Yes.
Sir.
All right, let's see. Anyone taking the Cardinals in the chat along with Sean?
Lana. At least I'm not alone.
Alpha Evius. He says Cardinals.
As well as Cody Harrison.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Nice. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I don't know why. Honestly, the more and more I think about it, I'm like, man, why am I going Cardinals? But
And you never know.
And that's going to do it for the picks for week number 7. It's in the books.
Locked in.
For better or worse, we're going to ride it. See how it goes.
Just ride it.
Just ride it,
Thank you all for
bro.
watching and listening. Keep hitting that thumbs up before you head out. We're 6 away from 200.
Let's get to 200, baby. Come on. Waiting on.
One more thing I want to talk about before we go.
Yeah.
It was a crazy day in sports. But Jerry Jones called in on 105.3 The Fan, which he always does, right?
Yeah.
And he was talking with Shannon, RJ, and Bobby. And I don't know if you've heard this.
I heard something happen. I don't know exactly because,
They were questioning Jerry Jones and, some of the decision-making and what's going on with this year and, the offseason. Everyone agrees it was a bad offseason for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Signing Dak and CD, extending them too late, not going after a guy like Derrick Henry. And Jerry Jones really got upset and threatened their jobs. On air.
He did?
Yeah. He said, he got really upset of them questioning him. And he said, I'll get somebody to come in here and ask the right kind of questions. I guess he was looking for somebody to kiss his ass and not, ask him the real questions that people are wanting to know when they have, which is what their job is.
Yeah.
He said, that's what he kept saying. It's not your job to question me. I'm like, that's literally their jobs. Yeah. You're coming onto the show. This is what you guys talk about.
What?
You talk about the Dallas Cowboys, and things are not going well right now, and they're going to ask you why.
Yeah. You got to be held accountable just as much as anybody else on the football team, right? If you're going to play owner/GM, you have to be held accountable. Look at all the other GMs in this league. If they make a boneheaded play or their team is not performing up to what should, Cowboys have been a top team, especially in the regular season. We're not going to talk about playoffs, but regular season we've been one of the best. You got to be held accountable. I'm glad they asked him that questions. And yeah, I get it. He's emotional. That was the worst Cowboy loss since 1988 at home.
Jeez.
And that was on his birthday. So he was even more upset. But him to threaten their jobs, I know Cowboys pretty much like run that, give a lot to that station. But,
yeah, 105.3 The Fan, and I've been listening to Shan RJ for many years.
Yeah.
On my way home from work or to work, I'd always put on 105.3 The Fan. I hardly ever really listened to ESPN radio when they were here in Dallas.
Yeah.
They no longer are, but yeah, it's a great radio station, and I love RJ and Shan.
Love them too.
Wow.
I'm glad he's getting. Maybe this will get, and I don't know. Maybe Jerry getting this pissed off and emotional. Maybe shit might change. Mm-hmm. Maybe shit might get done now, because this is what a lot of people are saying. We need something to change. We need trades to happen, or a new coaching, or just I don't know. Something needs to be. Hopefully, this lit a fire under Jerry's ass, and he got emotional. He shouldn't have said what he said, but maybe something down the road is going to happen.
Yep.
I don't think I could run this better than Jerry. I could run the organization. Give me the keys. Jesus.
Mofo to the building. Going off another topic, says, I'm going to accept the destiny that Tom Brady will be the future owner of the Raiders, and I can't wait till Adams gets his Raiders second round pick. So here's an interesting thing about Tom Brady now. Officially got approved as a minority owner of the Raiders. But here's a problem. Now that he's a minority owner, he can't go to other teams' practices. He can't go into these production meetings. He can't criticize other teams. He can't criticize officials, and he can't tamper. This dude's the main broadcaster for Fox. How is he going to be able to prepare every week if he can't go into these production meetings now? If he can't watch other teams practice? That to me, that was interesting. Like, how is he going to be able to handle this now that he's a minority owner?
Yeah, it's going to be, I know they announced that, right before the season started, that there was going to be special rules and regulations for Tom Brady when he's doing broadcasting games, if they approved him to be owner. I remember they came out and said that a couple months ago. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. It's weird. It's a weird situation. I thought maybe he might hold off and be an owner until after he's done with the broadcasting stuff.
Yeah. So I just found that interesting today. It's like, how is he going to be able to counter that? Also, Mark Davis came out and said that he hopes Tom Brady helps them find their next great quarterback. So it seems like Tom Brady's going to have a lot to do with the Raiders come this offseason.
Who's that quarterback coming into the draft next year? Not yours, but what's his name? Cam Ward.
Cam Ward.
Sanders is also
from Colorado.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people think he might be the number one taken over.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, it's maybe this might be a one and done. Tom Brady might not be a commentator for long.
Yeah,
because that's a lot. That's a lot.
If I were the Raiders, if your quarterback is in this draft, then get him. Yeah. But I would trade Crosby. I'm gonna keep mentioning that because I think it's gonna happen, especially if the Lions really push for this, which they could.
Yes.
Trade Crosby. Acquire more draft picks, keep building through the draft, beef up all around the defense, the offense, in the trenches, and gear up for Arch Manning.
Arch Manning.
Maybe do what your Bears did. Trade the number. If they get the number 1 overall pick, or something like that, trade out.
Top pick.
Trade down.
And just be patient.
And stock up.
Yep.
And look, y'all got y'all's quarterback, man, and Caleb. And Arch is going to be another guy that could be phenomenal. So.
Yeah.
Mofo, I highly doubt the Niners would be interested in Crosby. We have the aspects to trade for him. We have like 2 third-round picks for the next few years, and we have all our first-round picks, but we wouldn't be able to pay the dude. I think the Niners, if we go after a pass rusher, be more interested in maybe Hassan Reddick. If Reddick's be willing to come in and just play on what's left on his contract and go out and get his bag, I doubt we'd go after Crosby. But I'd love it. Reggie with the chooses, y'all getting a new Mario Party in 26 hours? I didn't know there was a new one coming out.
I had no idea there was a new Mario Party.
Same.
She's got a ticker.
Yeah. It's got a countdown everywhere in this house. No, but that's pretty dope that they're coming out with a new one.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how the one that we all got. I thought that just came out not too long ago, but apparently it's probably old, I guess. For them to come out with a new Mario Party.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, look how long it takes them to do some of these other games.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Smash Bros. And Mario Kart.
Sure.
Yeah, Mario Kart 8's been out forever, man.
True.
Thank you, Roger, for the 2 and the heads up, man.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye on that, see what it looks like.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But, guys, that's going to wrap it up here for Week 7 and the picks. Tune in to Thursday for the Broncos and Saints game.
Yeah.
We'll be live on Sunday for 2 games, Chiefs, 49ers, as well as the Jets and Steelers, and then the Ravens and Bucks on Monday Night Football. So those are the streams coming up this week. We'll see you guys for those. Thank you, everybody who donated tonight, everybody who watched. Hit that thumbs up. Did we hit 200? Yes, we did.
We did.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
We appreciate it, guys.
And thanks for sharing y'all's picks with us.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, and we'll see you guys later on this week.
Fantasy basketball draft if y'all are in it. Remember, tomorrow, Money League.
Can't wait.
7:30. 8:30.
8:30. Mm-hmm.
Bye.